Let's talk about shamans and what one is. Now, you know, I love Ronald Hutton. Ronald Hutton is the expert on the history of witchcraft and spirituality in Europe and beyond. Ronald Hutton also wrote a book called Shamans, Siberian Spirituality and Western Imagination. In this book, he argues that the term shamanism is entirely created by Western scholarship, dependent in all its current public usage on the definitions that the scholarship has made of it. This is a very long chapter, but the word shaman and the idea of shamanism, where the person travels to the other world to interact with spirits, is from Siberia. Is shamanism a real thing? Yes and no. Not exactly in the way a blonde couch oracle might claim it. Between the 17th and the 19th century, European anthropologists just took the word shaman and just planted it on any person who does any type of seeing or journeying. It just became like a catch-all term for people who do weird mystical stuff, and that could include indigenous people or European folk practices. Well, Hutton doesn't like that. He argues against it and says that shamanism was just a label slapped onto all practices to romanticize them. Problem is that the word shaman is culturally appropriated when we slap it on everything. I know Native Americans use the word shaman, which is fine because their spiritual practices historically did have journeying experts, and each tribe called it something different. So they didn't call it a shaman at the time. White people who do shamanistic things, we would call them a witch, or a folk practitioner, or a seer, or a diviner, or an oracle. The really important thing to know about the actual shamans, the Siberian shamans, is that if they weren't trained by an elder, and if their community did not recognize them as a shaman, they weren't a shaman. So, something to think about.